Hello, it's the Disc Doctor, and I want to give my impressions of the Prodigy Mystery Box that I had, that I opened recently. It was a 10-disc box for $89, $89.99, and it had all premium plastic discs except for one. The first, I'm not sure if it is premium or not. It's called Duraflex plastic. I don't know if this is like a baseline. It feels a little more premium. It's very smooth, very nice coming out of the hand. Not quite my cup of tea for putting. For some reason, it just wouldn't putt very straight for me. So may be good for someone else. And I got this set just because I wanted to increase my collection so that other people that I'm playing with will be able to have some discs, so I have extras around. And I was not expecting that any of these would make my bag, but yeah, there were some that did. The next putter is one of those, the PA5. It's an understable putt and approach disc. This went pretty far for a throwing putter. I could throw it like 240 feet or so. Put it on a hyzer, pops up. It just goes straight, and not much of a fade, not much of a turn too much. It just went straight. Then when I use it for just putting, it was very, very good. It went nice and straight. It came out of my hand perfectly, and so I think this is going to actually make my bag. It's going to go along well with my Ironstone by Discmania, which is a more overstable throwing putter, but also I like that one for putting too. So being able to putt and do approach with one disc is awesome. Hello, this video is brought to you by Splash Blast Drinks. I have here with me Raspberry Splash Blast drink. When you're thirsty, you're out there playing disc golf and it's 100 degrees, reach for Splash Blast drinks. It contains 0 California electrolytes, which apparently is not a good type of electrolyte. It contains the other type of electrolytes, and it probably tastes really good too. Splash Blast drink. The distortion was great too. I don't know if it'll make my bag. I want to play around with it a little bit more, but this one's pretty overstable. This one was just called just a pure approach disc. This one was pretty beefy, and so I could throw flex lines with it, and I knew it was going to come back. So this is a great disc too. M2 mid-range. Oh yeah, and by the way, in the M2, it has numbers that show it's pretty stable, 2402, but it's actually very point and shooty. I put it up on a hyzer. It just flips up and it just goes straight. Not much of a turn, not much of a finish, just straight. I can throw it pretty far too. This is kind of like what I was hoping my mid-ranges could be. It's like a 178 weight, but most of the time when I have mid-ranges, they're like a brick. Like I can't get any distance hardly out of them. But this glides really well. It flies really well. MX3, same exact numbers as the M2, only it is amazingly, it's a bomber for me. I feel like I'm Anthony Barella throwing a Luna, like everything I threw with this, like I overshot things all the time, because it just goes far, but it still behaves in the air like a mid-range. I throw it up on a hyzer, it'll pop up. It won't turn too much one way or another, just goes kind of straight. And then when it finishes, just a gentle finish. I actually threw one throw that was on hyzer, a lot of hyzer, and it went, I threw it to the left of where I wanted to throw it. So it went to the left of the basket a ways. Usually if I throw it on hyzer and it's aimed too far left, it goes way over there. I was still kind of parked, and I still made a birdie, and because it kind of just went straight, gentle finish, and it goes really far. So I love this disc. This is going to go in my bag. The jumbo shrimp, or the mussel shrimp, is the FX3. I was able to throw this about 350 feet, which is about as much as I do with my drivers, with my just regular drivers. So this bombs. It's pretty, has a great finish, so I can throw it. It has some turn, but it always finishes. So I can throw it flat, turn, finish. I can throw it on a little hyzer. It flips up, rides a ways, finishes. So this is amazing. This might make the bag too. F9, super domey, -5 turn. It's a roller, but even then it's almost too understable to be a roller even. I put it on a super steep, release on a super steep angle like this. It flips all the way over, turns into a roller, and then it wants to turn right even and curl around. This is great for a beginner who just wants to toss it a little ways. So X4, this is a 13 speed 5 glide, -2.5 turn and a 2 fade. This one's like a it's similar numbers to a Shrike, and the whole time I'm throwing it I didn't think of it as a Shrike for some reason. I thought it'd be more overstable, so I never really put enough hyzer on it to start with when I threw like a full send. So I may have needed to play with this more, but most of the time when I threw it, if it was slight hyzer or flat, it would just go down to the ground and flip over. So it's pretty flippy. I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit more. H3 hybrid driver. This one went pretty far. It's an 11.5 -1 2. You can put this on a hyzer, flip up, go. It didn't go as far as the FX3, but it's still decent. Then the D2. The D2 is very, very overstable. It's 13 speed 6, -5 turn, -0.5 turn, and 3 finish. It's pretty true to those numbers too. I think it's more stable than a destroyer. So pretty good. It can handle a sidearm throw pretty well. I actually put it on a lot of anhyzer with a sidearm, and it got some decent distance and came back. So a little too beefy for my backhand though. So yeah, this set of 10 has quite a variety. Like if someone, wanted to, they could just take these 10, learn these 10, and you could have like your whole bag with these, because it had a variety of, it had two very good mid ranges, 2 putters, and 2 of those putters were approach, and then 1 just pure approach, 2 fairways, 1 overstable, 1 understable, and then 3 drivers. So different stabilities. So pretty good variety, pretty great.